What is the meaning of it? Undertake marketing activities. What is the meaning of it? What is that all about? What do you think, guys? The class is undertake marketing activities. What is that about? What is the most specific thing about that? Undertake marketing activities. What is that class all about? Come on, guys. Carla, Juan Manuel, Mauricio,
All the
Mariana,
process
Nani.
to make a successful marketing plan, like all the structure and all the.
Spot on, 100%. It's about developing the marketing plan that will give us as a result, the marketing activities. So what is the last item of a marketing plan?
Publish I don't know, the last item.
Yeah. So listen up. I am asking, all right, what is the core? What is the reason? What is this class all about? What is the name of this class, please? What is the name? What is the name of this class?
Digital marketing, electronic.
No, this unit is a new unit in the program. All right, what is the name of that unit, please? Let's start with that, please. Let's start with understanding what is the name of this unit. So what is it?
Undertake marketing activities.
That is the name of this unit, correct. Undertake marketing activities. All right, cool. We need to understand that. We need to understand what is the name of the unit that we are doing. So the name of this unit is Undertake marketing activities. Well done. What is the meaning of it? What is the meaning of it? What is the purpose of this class then? Hello, guys. I don't know if you are in class. Please let me know if you are not in class.
I'm just getting to the learner, so just 1 minute more. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, the objective of this class would be to learn how to undertake the marketing activities, how to do it.
Okay. That is the result. That is the result. That is what we are going to know how to execute. Of course, that is the result of this unit, the marketing activities. Good. However, what we need to learn in this unit is how to develop a marketing plan. Why? Because without the marketing plan, you cannot get to those marketing activities. All right, so that is extremely important to understand. All right, the class is about undertaking marketing activities. All right, fair enough. For you to get to the level of knowledge and practice and data for you to execute those marketing activities, you need to have first, as a baseline, a marketing plan. So what we are going to learn here is not how to undertake the marketing activities, because that is the result of you doing, executing, running the marketing plan. And that's why I'm telling you the last element of that marketing plan should be undertake the marketing activities, execute the marketing activities. You can add monitoring those activities later on, of course. But when you are reaching that point of undertaking the marketing activities, is because that means that is the last part, as the last element of that marketing plan. All right. Now, for us to define that marketing plan, first, we need to know what is the business plan. All right. The business plan is a document that is more important than the marketing plan. Why? Because it's a macro document. A business document that is considered a macro business document, the business plan. Why? Because that is the beginning of everything else. The business plan is the beginning of everything else business. So without the marketing plan, you cannot do the marketing activities. But at the same time, without a business plan, you cannot do a marketing plan. So let's start understanding those concepts very clearly. The marketing plan, of course, will give us the marketing strategy, the modus operandi for us to execute those activities. Those activities are related, have to be related to the vision of that business plan. All right? They have to be related. If they are not related, it's because the result of those activities will not change, will not improve the business. Therefore, there is no need to do it. All right, so I'm going to repeat this concept because it's extremely important. This is the marketing class by excellence. This is the one, undertake marketing activities. But the class could be called Top 101 Marketing Class. Why? Because we need to get to the end of it. What is the end of it? The marketing activities. How can we get to define the marketing activities? Through a marketing plan. However, for you to do the marketing plan, you need to have another baseline that is called the business plan. Why the business plan? Because in the business plan, you have two very important elements to define everything else. Remember, the business plan is the beginning of everything else. So in the business plan, you have two elements. One is called the mission with M of the business, and the other one is vision with V. All right? Mission and vision of that business. You need to know that. Why? Because the vision is what you will achieve as you execute those marketing activities. The marketing activities will make that reality something that you can say about, that you can explain about, that you can talk about. So that is the vision, our most important goal, what we want to be in the near future. The mission with M is what we do in that market. What is that we do? What is the purpose of our business, the reason why we exist? Why the industry have a benefit if we exist? So why we exist is the mission. Define the what is that you do. And the vision is what you want to be, all right? That is business planning. In the business planning as well, you are going to find something that is called the business strategy, okay? The business strategy. Why the business strategy is so important? Because the business strategy will give the direction to how you develop the other plans. Why? Because all other plans, they will be executed using that business strategy. Why? Because the business plan is a macro plan. We can do 4 business strategies. We can run 4 business strategies. The business strategies are the result of two elements. One is the market, and the other one is the product. Those are the two most important variables in business, the market and the product. Once you define what is your market, once you define what is your product, everything is set up for success in your business. But the interrelation of these two elements will define the business strategy. Example, if a business decides not to change the product, to keep with the product as it is, to maintain the benefits of those products, to maintain the features of those products, the applications of those products, the product does not change. The company maintains the product as it is. And the market does not change either. The company decides to stay in that very market where the company is today. That strategy is called market penetration. Why market penetration? Because you want to sell more to the market that you already know with the products that you already have. You want to sell more than others in that market. That strategy is called market penetration. The risk of that strategy is minimum because you are playing with two variables that are familiar to you. The market is your market. You know that market, you know the legislation, you know the competitors. Is your product. No, it's not a new product. It's the product that you have been selling for 10 years. You know how to fix it. You know how to talk about it. You know how to sell it. So the risk is minimum, but the return on investment is minimum too. So the lower the risk, the lower the return on investment. All right. Now, there is another strategy in which the product variable is new. You develop new products as you advance with your business, but you don't change the market. The name of that strategy is market development. Sorry, product development. You develop new products as you go, and you stay in the market that you are familiar with. That strategy is called product development. You have market development as well as a strategy when you have new markets, but you maintain the current products. You don't change the products, but you evolve, you move to different markets. That's market development. And diversification, when you as a business, you go risky and you develop new markets and develop new products as you go. That strategy is called diversification. So we need to know what is the strategy of the business before we define the marketing plan. Because the business plan will give us the strategy, the vision of the business, and the mission, okay? We need to know that. We need to know those elements pretty well before we do the marketing plan. Once you start doing the marketing plan, as a result of it, you will have the marketing activities. Therefore, the marketing plan last point should be the marketing activities. The last point of a marketing plan should be the marketing activities. All right, guys. So let's see if we have understood. Let's see. Mariana, thank you for coming. I know that you have to work hard this class in order to complete the program. So let's see. Let's see if you can give me a little bit more today. Mariana, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Ariana, why we need the business plan before we define the marketing plan?
Because it will guide us where to start, like building our business, and we have to know where we can go, like what we want, so where we can go.
Yeah, the business plan will give us the direction of the company, the direction, and that will serve as a guideline for us to say, all right, this is where this business is going. Of course, my marketing plan will go that direction. Your marketing plan, guys, cannot go a different direction than that direction that was established in the business plan. Is that clear, guys? Like, because otherwise everything is disconnected, and people don't learn marketing when they don't see the connection with business. This is a business class, happens to be marketing, but this is a business class, okay? So the business plan will give us the direction, and we need to have a marketing plan that follows that direction too. Now, in which element of that business plan you see the direction? In the vision statement, and also in the the business strategy. The business vision, which will give you the direction in terms of a short-term, medium-term vision, and also the business strategy that you select. All right. So for us to define the business strategy of any business, we need to analyze two elements, two variables. What are those elements? Who remembers, please?
The vision and the business strategy.
All right, those are elements that we take from the business plan. Okay, good. But now we need to do the business strategy. For us to do the business strategy, we need to use two elements. For us to do the business strategy, we need to play with two variables. And we need to understand this, otherwise nothing will make sense to you. What are those two variables?
The risk and the return of investment.
Very close. Those will be the outcomes of how you mix those two variables. The outcomes of how you mix those two variables are what is the level of risk and what is the return on investment. That is correct, but that is the output of you mixing these two variables. What are those two variables then?
The market and the product.
That's it. So if we don't understand that thing now, nothing else business will make sense to us. Why? Because the business strategy is the very core of the business plan. If there is something secret, if there is something special in that business plan, is the business strategy, because that is the engine of everything else. So people that is behind writing, defining these strategies, they need to know to perfection, listen up, to perfection, what is the market of that company and what is the product that that company is selling. That is it. When you know those two elements pretty well, then you can define what is the business strategy. The business strategy will give us as a result the return on investment, or the expected return on investment, and the level of risk. Therefore, because we have two variables, we have four possible combinations. The first combination of these two variables is called market development. That strategy is the default strategy. I mean, if you go and you talk to someone, hey, what is the business strategy that you follow? And that person doesn't do this, doesn't know about this, believe me, that person will be doing market penetration. I promise that to you. Because that is the default strategy. When you don't have strategy, you only can see like this, you only see how to penetrate more the market that you already have. Of course, is what you have in front of you. So that is the strategy with the lowest level of risk. You don't, but the return on investment is minimum as well, because it's marginal. Example of that business, a restaurant in your commercial strip in Melbourne or in Sydney. You have this restaurant, that restaurant exists there in that street, and that restaurant exists there for the last 15 years. And that restaurant sells Indian food. You understand what I mean? The business plan of that, imagine they don't have business plan. What is the strategy of that business? Market penetration. They want to sell more Indian food in that neighborhood. I promise that to you. That's what it is. Right? And that is called market penetration. I want to sell more Indian food in this neighborhood. That is the market, the product, the Indian food. But the same restaurant, not thinking the variables in that or with that level of priority. They think the variables like, all right, no, my priority is to develop markets, but I will keep selling Indian food. So same product, Indian food, new markets. They are going to sell in other neighborhoods, in other cities, in shopping centers. What is the name of that strategy? What is the name of that business strategy?
Sorry, did you say same product, new market?
Same product, new market, correct.
It would be market development.
What is the risk level of that variable, of that strategy then? What is the risk level? Huh?
It would be higher. You would have to take into account the competition already in that market and other factors. So it might be higher than it would be higher than.
It will be higher compared to market penetration, yes, but it's not going to be crazy high. Why not? Because you are developing a new market, but you are really good cooking Indian food. You know what I mean?
You already have the product for it.
You already have the product for it. You may need to do a couple of changes, but they will be minimum. But you're good at cooking Indian food and selling Indian food and giving names to these dishes and presenting them, and you're good at it. So doesn't matter if you go to a new neighborhood, to a new shopping center, to a new city, you are good at it. So the risk is not there. The risk is what is the legislation when I sell food in a shopping center? What is the legislation when I sell Indian food in this different state or city? So the risk goes there. So the risk is medium, because the high risk and lower risk equals medium. The return on investment will be higher, because if you have more selling points, of course you will be making more money. Market development. I love that strategy. That is my favorite strategy, by the way. And I want people to use that strategy to their advantage. It's a fantastic strategy. You have a good product, you know about coffee, you know about fashion, you know about whatever, you know how to sell something that is related to that, a book that is, explaining people how to make the best coffee in the world, or you have a coffee shop, or you have a coffee distribution center, or you have coffee snacks. I don't care, but you're good at it because you came from a farm, because you have family that already have coffee farms, because you love coffee, and so you have the skill, but you go and you open businesses in different locations. That is playing the game in a very smart way from my perspective. What is the name of that strategy? Market development. Well done. Right. So, but happens to be that this Indian shop doesn't want to go anywhere else. They want to stay in Melbourne, but they want to innovate. And instead of just selling Indian food, they will be selling, I don't know, Indian banquets or solutions for weddings, or they will be teaching people how to cook Indian food. They're going to start a school. They're going to say, you know what? Instead of we selling Indian food, let's teach people how to cook Indian food. Or what about if we don't just focus on selling Indian food, we continue with the restaurant, all right? Because it's a good business. It's giving us good money. It's a cash cow. Okay, it's a cash cow. Good. Let's open a brother, little sister business that is teaching people how to cook. What is the name of that strategy? Product development. You are developing a product, but you want to sell that product to the same market. Level of risk, medium. Return on investment, medium, because the market is limited to that one that you already have. And diversification, new strategy, the latest strategy, new product, new market. The risk is crazy high. But if you make it, that is when you see, a millionaire owner, a millionaire founder, because the return on investment is exponential. It's fantastic. When you develop new products as you go and you open new markets as you go, that's when you grow crazily. Okay? Now, I need to know if someone does not understand business strategy at this point. All right? So I continue with those that understand business strategy, the marketing part. Sorry about that, but it's difficult to continue with the rest of you if you don't understand the basic of this. All right? So I'm going to start. Jorge, please. Jorge, you there?
Hi, Santi. How are you?
I'm doing well, Jorge. How are you going?
Oh, good.
Okay, Jorge. We're moving to the next phase of the class, which is understanding the marketing plan. What have you learned so far?
Sorry, I'm here with Fernando and he turned down the volume. Can you say that again, please?
What have you learned so far?
Well, about the marketing plan specifically, or like in general?
What about if you tell me what have you learned regarding the business plan?
Right. So like, were you like basically saying there's like two main points about it? It's like understanding first the market, then the product that you have. Well, they are both important, right? And then you have to like focus that thing that you have, could be a service, could be a product. Then you have to define the goal that you want to achieve. This will be like the mission, right? And that's going to tell you what sort of strategy you need to use. Like the example you were telling us about the Indian restaurant where they need to penetrate the market. So when working with a business plan, basically what happens is that you need to understand your context, the market, the game you are playing, right? In order to, first, you need to play by the rules. This could be legislations. This could be, as we were reviewing last classes, when you have that market or business plan, you have to show it to your manager or to whoever it corresponds in order to them to approve it, right? Once you have that business plan approved, it's a matter of executing the plan. It doesn't matter if you have the best plan, you have to like put it in use. And I'll say it depends as well what sort of product service you have. The time it's gonna take, right? It's not the same for a restaurant, for an Indian restaurant. Maybe that's a strategy that's gonna work during summer months. But if you work with a car retailer, that's something that you need to work a full year, right? So again, it's just taking into consideration all the small factors that you have on that specific business that you are in.
Jorge, you are a consultant working for a company that is consulting clients about what they need to do, business plan related. So you are a business plan consultant, okay? And you're talking to a client and you need to provide a very simplistic explanation of what is the result of that business plan, what we will take out of that business plan so we can use it to do the marketing plan. What would you respond?
Well, in simple terms, I would say you'll get more sales. I mean,
but of course, and that is really good point. The only reason we do this is to sell more. That is 100% right. Spot on. Everything else is just collateral, all right? But the reason we do this is to sell more. That's good. But Jorge, there is something in that business plan that we need to use as a reference for us to do the marketing plan, and it's called the business strategy. All right. We have 4 different business strategies in the business plan. I explained that. Can you remember, or do you remember one of them?
Well, the business penetration strategy, that's the one you were talking about.
Market penetration, you mean?
Yep.
So what is market penetration strategy?
That's when you like already have that market, but instead of like trying to expand the market, that would
Yes.
be talking about the restaurant, instead of trying to open another branch in another neighborhood or whatever, they try to sell more to the clients that they already have.
And they do more promotions, they do Tuesdays 20% off, and that sort of things as marketing activities. Well done, well done, well done. So that is one strategy, market penetration. What is another strategy, Jorge?
Well, that's the only one I can think of right now.
Right, who remembers another one? But good one, man, good one. Well done, I'm very happy with your response. Who remembers another one, another strategy, please?
Market development.
Market development, how is market development, please?
Market development, it's when like I have a product and I want like everyone see my product, like I believe it's extraordinary, and I look how to grow my business.
Yes. And so what you do?
Like for market development, yeah, so you start developing your product, like
No,
I don't know.
not because you're happy with the product, Ariana. You're happy with the product, everybody love it. You don't
Yeah.
need to change it. The product is fantastic. You say it before. You
Mhm.
don't, but you want to grow your business. So
Yeah,
you do.
yeah.
But of course, you do market development,
Mhm.
which means that you will take that product of yours to new.
To a new like level, like another.
No, to a new market. You don't change the product.
No.
That is the point of that strategy. The point of that strategy, which is called market development, is that you do not change the product.
Just change the market.
Just change the market. That's why it's called market development. Because you are very happy with the product. People love it as it is.
Mhm.
You know that if you change it, people will buy less.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't change it. It's good as it is.
Mhm.
There is high demand for it. So what is the point of changing the product? No, you continue with the product as it is, but you go and say, why not to move this business as well to Adelaide, to Brisbane?
Yeah.
I open a restaurant there, or I open an alliance with another Indian restaurant there, and we do or an Indian bar, we do something about it. Market development.
Mhm.
And in that bar or that small restaurant or that restaurant alliance, you will be selling the Indian food that was so successful in your original business in Melbourne. So that is market development. The risk is medium because we are moving to a new market, operations, strategy, people, resources. So there is a risk involved with it, but it's not really high because we are very familiar with the product. All right, so that is the second strategy, market development. What is the other strategy? Who remembers it, please?
Market penetration. You just
Jorge,
develop.
market penetration was explained by Jorge. So Jorge explained market penetration already, which is you don't sell to other market, you sell what you have to your current market.
Then
That is
product development.
all right. How is that strategy then, please?
It's new products in the same market. Developing new products in the market that you already have, like the Indian restaurant, for example, you start selling other stuff.
That is impactful to the business, all right? Because it's not that tomorrow I will be selling a new drink and that will make my business different in terms of what I offer. No. Yeah, let's just be careful with that, all right? It's something that is impactful to the business. For example, if we say starting tomorrow, we only sell vegetarian Indian food. understand what I mean? If starting tomorrow, the food is only vegetarian, that is a new product. That is, and it's risky because a lot of people that were going after chicken, they will not find it anymore, isn't it? But it's a different kind of business proposal. Guys, what about if I have the Indian restaurant and tomorrow I say, I want to keep the food as it is, but I'm not going to sell it, you know, to the people on tables. It's just, I just going to have a little window, you know, little window for people to pick up, to, you know, for takeaways. What is that strategy then? What is the name of that strategy?
It will be like a market development.
It is a market development because the product does not change, but
Mhm.
how you distribute that product to the market is different, market development. All right. And finally, diversification, new product and new market as you go. Apple computers, Samsung, these South Korean companies are really good at it. All right. And some American companies too. They just, you know, like, yeah, but the perfect example to diversification is Apple. That's why you have an Apple computer, but also an Apple Watch. And then you may have another thing to play your music and something else to watch television. They are really good at diversification and they open markets as they go. They are open in China, finally, after many, many attempts. Okay. If we don't understand that, it is impossible to understand the marketing plan. All right. So what is the last item of a marketing plan? The marketing activities. What is the item number one that you need to define in a marketing plan?
The
What do you
objective.
think? What is the objective of that marketing plan? Correct, correct. So what objectives we may have? What objectives we may have? We may have to have a new product or to have a new market. Or to have both a new product and new market if your strategy was diversification, of course. But at least now you know what is the result, what is the output of that marketing plan. It will be a product, it will be a new market, or it will be both of them. Okay, cool. And everybody needs to know that objective, of course. Of course, everybody needs to know that objective. Then what you need to know? You need to know how much in terms of months, how many months, what is the duration of that marketing plan? It's a marketing plan of 6 months, it's a marketing plan of 1 year, it's a marketing plan of 2 years. Yeah.
It depends, 3 months, like the season.
It could be. It could be.
It
You can have a
depends, like what we're selling, our
Of
product.
course. I think so. You could have a summer season marketing plan, and that from my perspective, that is better than having the full year marketing plan, because everything is changing so fast. So it's difficult to plan for more than 3 months. You're lucky if you can plan for 6 months. So yeah. All right, cool. So we need to know what is the duration of that marketing plan. We need to know what are the resources that we have to execute that marketing plan. And we need to know what is the budget that you have. What is the money that you have available to develop and execute those marketing activities? All right. So we need to have that understanding. What is the goal of the marketing plan? Cool. But also, what are the resources I have? What is the time that I have to execute that marketing plan? What is the money that I have? The people, the tools, the technology. I need to know that. Cool, first. Now, I need to understand what is the position of the company, what is the photo of the company at that very moment. What is the reality of that business at that very moment. And for us to know that, we need to run an exercise that is called the PLC. PLC. What is the PLC? Anybody knows what PLC stands for? Product life cycle. Okay? So for you to know how to do the marketing plan, you need to know what is the current position of that business. For you to get to that level of knowledge, what is the current position of that business? You need to do an analysis that is called the PLC analysis, product life cycle analysis. The product life cycle analysis is divided in 4 stages, whereas the first stage is called introduction, the second one growth, the third one maturity, and the fourth one decline. First one introduction, the second one growth, the third one maturity, and the fourth one is decline. That is the PLC, product life cycle. The marketing plan that you do for a business that is an introduction stage of the PLC is a very, very, very different plan compared to a marketing plan that you do for a business that is in the decline stage. Very different. That's why you need to know that. All right. So let's get back a little bit. All right. For you to do the marketing plan, you need to know what is the marketing goal. Okay, cool. You need to know what are the resources that you have, the timeline, the duration of that plan. You need to know the money that you have. Cool. But now you need to know what is the position of the business, and you follow the PLC technique. The PLC, product life cycle, is divided in 4 stages. What are those stages, please? What are those stages? Juan Manuel Gonzalez, give me a hand with that.
Hey, Santi, yeah, you said that it's about the introduction, the growth, maturity, and decline.
Correct. We need to remember this. Like in business, we need to remember this: introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. Why? Because that is like a wave. All right. And you need to know, you need to draw a dot on top of that wave. Which means that you can be in the introduction, but at some point you need to pass through introduction and growth. So you may be in the middle of them. And at some point you are in growth, and then you are in maturity. Everything is stable now. If you are there, just draw a little circle there. And then you go down, decline. And then you can do the marketing plan. Why? Because the marketing plan in the introduction stage is a very, very different marketing plan compared to a marketing plan in the maturity stage. So if a business is in the maturity stage, that marketing plan should focus on what?
And how to just keep the good product, like keep everything like in a good product, good market.
All right. Yeah, of course, Ariana, of course. Like, think about it. If you are in the maturity stage, it's because you have a good product. I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's why people know about it. That's why people buy it more and more, because that is the Coca-Cola or whatever you sell. People know about it. But what we need to do, we need to get that product close to who? Close to who?
The customer.
The customer.
Close to people who buy the product, of course. So The marketing plan will be focused on distribution. Are you getting this?
Mm.
Are you getting this? Because, like, oh, no, this marketing plan is all bullshit and that, no. Marketing plans work, but you just need to know how they work. So if the business is a mature business, as Ariana said, good products, people like those products, we need to distribute more and more that product so people can get it as they pass by. Think about it. If you are in the city, it may take you 1 minute to find a can of Coke. It may take you 1 minute, 2 minutes. All right, let's say 5 minutes. But you know that I am overreact. You know that if you are in Melbourne, you will find a drink of Coke in 1 minute. You know that. Why? Because that is a mature business that understand that if that is the position, what they need to do is to have more points of sale, distribution. So the marketing plan will be focused on how to have more vending machines, how to have more restaurants that are selling Coca-Cola products and not Pepsi products. Distribution. Again, if you don't know what is the business strategy, you cannot define what will be the application of the PLC. All right, what about, guys, if the business is in the introduction strategy, in the introduction stage of the PLC? What you do? Where you focus?
Making the people getting interest on the product.
And how you do that? Through what?
Like, yeah, ads.
Yes, correct. So, well done. So the marketing plan will be about ads. Is that clear, guys? We need to connect these understandings, all right? If my business is in the introduction stage, what is the point of focusing on distribution? People don't know my product yet. So what is the focus of it, of that marketing plan? Promotion, more ads, more publicity, more search engine optimization. So the marketing plan will focus on that, on people getting to know what is the name, what is the URL, the website of the social media of that business. Promotion, ads. Well done. Cool. If the business is in the growth stage, people know my brand a little bit, okay, all good. People are starting to buy my products more and more, but not crazy, but I have some subscribers, I have some partnerships, so I'm growing. My marketing plan should focus on what?
Will be market development, start looking which places you can start develop.
No, too early. That is good for the next stage up, which is maturity. That's when you focus on market development, because your product is just perfect now. You don't need to change it. You don't need to improve it. It's just perfect. Now you need more places to sell that product. But no, our business was before in the introduction stage. No sales. Now it's in the growth stage, a little bit of sales. And then maturity, a lot of sales, and then decline, no sales. We are here in the growth stage. We need to focus our marketing plan on what?
I don't know, but maybe like I'm thinking on the product, like
Yeah.
because you like if you're growing,
Yep.
when you go in the maturity stage, you want your product to be perfect and extraordinary for everyone who just buy it. So
Correct. Correct. And that's why in the growth stage, we focus on the product. How to make people feel comfortable when they buy the product. We talk about warranties. You know? Guys, you familiar with the business Kia, with the car manufacturer Kia from South Korea? You know, anyone here knows Kia Motors?
Yes.
Anyway, you know, like 2005, nobody wanted to have a Kia at all. But they refreshed the designs, they started promoting the brand, and then they start selling more Kias because people were like, oh my goodness, the design is different. The car is still shit, but the design is new. All right, cool. It's a different kind of product. I'm going to buy that. I want to be different to everybody else. Cool. And they start selling more and more of those. What they did, they focus on making that product better and to tell people, hey, our product is so good that we will be the first in the industry offering a 7-year warranty. 7-year warranty. That is product. That is we believing in our product so much that instead of 3 years, like everybody else, we give you 7 years. So what is the marketing plan? Result. Oh, finally we have what is our output. Our output is that we are going to develop marketing strategies to support the message that we are the first manufacturer offering 7 years warranty. All right. Now, what you do then, if your business is in the decline, what you need to do then? What is the marketing strategy all about? When your business is going down, where we focus,
on the price,
of course.
like raise the
Yes.
price, make a promotion or something.
We don't use if we use promotion, we use publicity, but not advertising. Not advertising. Because that is an extra cost. But we can use a little bit of promotion, but if we use publicity. What is publicity? People talking about it in social media. But we don't pay for it. We focus on the price. And what we do with that price, we reduce the price. Why we reduce the price? Why?
To attract customers and make the other companies that are competing with us, like I don't know, like yeah, like to make the customer be more attractive to our.
Yeah, but that is not sustainable, isn't it? Because you are
Yeah, but-
reducing the price just to attract customers, so that is not sustainable. But if you use that strategy to capitalize the business, so you can get a new loan, that's good. If you use that strategy to take a competitor out of the market, and you say, you know, this competitor will not be able to beat this price, and 1 year is out of the market because I can maintain this this very low price for 2 years more. All right. Or you want someone to buy the company, so you focus on promotion. Or you want to move the inventory, the stock that you have, so you don't pay much money in insurance. Remember that everything that you have in the warehouse is paying insurance, isn't it? So we reduce the price to move the stock, to move the inventory. And in doing so, to capitalize the business for us to get a new loan or for us to get a new investor. That's what we do with the price strategy. But at least now you know what is the output of the marketing plan. The output of the marketing plan, once you analyze that against the business plan and understanding the PLC, is I have a business a marketing plan to promote my business, to improve the product of my business, to open new market for my business, to move the inventory of my business. All right. At least now you know what is the purpose of it, of that business, of that marketing plan, sorry. All right, cool. Now, that is the introduction to the class. Let's have our first break, and after the break, we start working with the system, with Accelerate, to complete the lesson. But in terms of the knowledge of the marketing plan and why we need it, it's already there. It's the beginning of how we execute the business plan, and it will give us as a result the marketing activities. Enjoy the break, and I will see you in 10 minutes, guys. So let's go to Accelerate, please, and open the lesson for the unit Undertake marketing activities. Find the item number 1. So item number 1, important note, you should not execute marketing activities without an approved marketing plan, all right? So if you don't have a marketing plan as a baseline, don't execute marketing activities. All right, and here we have some steps in developing that marketing plan. The mission, of course, we extract the mission from the business plan, the vision as well from the business plan. Then we need to do the SWOT analysis, the marketing objectives, the marketing strategy, the marketing mix. We need to do the marketing activities, which is the purpose of this class, and then we monitor those activities. All right, understanding the marketing plan. A marketing plan is a written document that gives the direction to the marketing activities. All right, we know that, we discussed that already. Some benefits, of course, it brings everyone on the same page. It aligns the actions with our vision of that business plan. We talk a little bit about this as well. It gives us the opportunity to evaluate how everything is going and to have some measurable goals, to minimize the risk and also to continue being competitive in that industry. All right. So here we have some elements of the marketing plan. The strategic marketing plan is when we have the vision, what is the mission, what is the strategy. The tactical components of the marketing plan are related to the marketing plan itself, marketing activities, for example. The SWOT analysis is a little bit of both. All right, cool. So I hope this has been understood. Let's move to the next one. All right. The mission statement describes why the company exists, why that company participates in the market. So what is that? What is the statement that describes the why? The mission or the vision statement, guys?
The mission?
The mission. It gives us, that's why it's called mission, by the way. Mission is all right. This is the purpose. This is the why. Cool. All right. And then it goes, please never use the future tense when writing mission statements. All right. Mission statements are always in present tense, always. You know, have a look at the Tesla mission, for example. Look, Tesla mission, you see, I'm going to share my screen with you guys, but you have this in the platform as well. But have a look at the Tesla mission. You have a look at it. They exist to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. That's why they exist. They exist to accelerate the transition to sustainable energy. That is the reason why they exist, all right? The mission also should not change. The mission remains the same as long as the company exists. Whereas the vision statement, it changes every time we achieve the business goal, the business vision. All right. So this is the Tesla example that we have described. Really good mission. They exist to accelerate the transition to renewables. Well done. Now, the vision statement, the vision with V, describes what the company wants to become in the medium term. Not in the long term, forget about that, in the medium term. As a result of current disruptions and market shifting, agile and modern companies are crafting the vision to be achieved in 2 years maximum, in a 2 years period maximum. All right. So obviously this obeys to market instability and changing consumer behaviors. People is consuming very differently compared to what or how they consumed before coronavirus, man. So we need to understand that it's impossible to craft a vision that spans for more than 6 months. People is changing so fast. All right. So it's about the future, the vision statement. Good. Now, we need to know how to do the SWOT analysis. The SWOT analysis, please, is used through the analysis of 4 external factors. So in the SWOT analysis, we have the strengths, we have the opportunities, we have the weakness, and we have the threats. So we did the PLC analysis, remember? Okay, cool. Now we need to do the SWOT analysis, but we did the PLC analysis. The SWOT analysis, the same situation. It will give us, for whatever for us is important, it will give us a position in that quadrant, in that matrix. Example. Imagine that we have a company that is selling computer mouses, like this one, all right? And that company is facing a lot of problems, because people were using USB-A's to connect those items, those accessories to your computers, but now people is using USB Type-C, which is a little bit different. This is Type-C, this is Type-A. So people is changing from these ones, Type-A, to USB Type-C. All right. What is that? Remember, our business is selling computer mouses. What is that situation? Is that an opportunity? Is that a threat? Is that a strength of the business, or is that a weakness of the business? Who knows?
I would say a threat.
It is a threat. It is a threat because it's not under our control. So what we cannot control people moving from Type A to Type C. We cannot. That's how the market is going. We cannot control the market. So it is a threat. It is a threat. Well done. Our company also has the best product designers, the best engineers, the best product architects to define and develop these sort of nice mouses. So we have the best of the best in terms of our team. What is that in terms of the SWOT analysis? It's a strength, it's a weakness, it's an opportunity, or it is a threat.
It's a
Strength.
strength.
It is a strength because we can manage it. We can manage that strength. We can give more training to our team. We can give better salaries to our team. We can send our team to business schools and technical schools so they keep improving as the industry moves on. Yes. All right, cool. Now, there is a new legislation, and the legislation is asking all the mouses to be wireless. All the mouses to be wireless. Because they want to avoid the contamination of this little lead. So they want all mouses connected to computers to be wireless. What is that? Is that an opportunity? Is that a strength, a threat? What do you think, guys?
It can be an opportunity
Why?
because it's not affecting only you, but also your competitors. So if you're faster than the other ones and do it better, you can win a part of the market.
Fantastic, fantastic. So it is an opportunity. And that is why we need to do this exercise, because if we don't do this exercise, we cannot define the marketing objectives. We cannot define them. So we need to know what is our PLC. We need to know what is our mission. We need to know what is our SWOT analysis. All right. For us to define what is the marketing strategy. What are the specific objectives? So for this particular example, all right, there is no more computers, sorry, there is no more mouses with a cord, with a cable. So what do we need to do in that marketing plan? In terms of the specific objectives, one objective could be to take opportunity of the new legislation that is making compulsory that all wireless, that all mouses gotta be wireless. So we might take advantage of that and to say, you know what? Our specific objective is to be the first ones transitioning to a manufacturing process that only produce wireless products. Not just mouses, but also keyboards. They will be wireless. So the one specific objective of the marketing plan will be to get that message across your customers. All right? But what else? What else could be? Imagine that we have a position in which our business will be replaced by a new by a new technology that is coming into the market. It is a big threat, and there is nothing that we can do about it. Where should our marketing plan focus on in terms of the specific objectives? When you have that situation, we try to save the brand. We try to save the brand so that we can use that brand to define a new product category. We try to save the brand. So depending on the SWOT analysis, you need to define what are the specific objectives. And as a result of it, you need to define the strategy. But generally speaking, 4 marketing objectives is what you need to do. 1 for your strength, 1 for your weakness, one for your opportunity, and one for your threat. So if you have one strength that is more important to you than all other strengths, do a marketing objective that focuses on you becoming even better at that strength. If you have a weakness that is more relevant to you compared to other 10 weaknesses that you observed, then go after that weakness and don't stop until that weakness is minimized, is reduced to its minimum expression, probably eliminated. Why not? Why not? So one marketing objective will be attacking that weakness. Another marketing objective will be there to acknowledge the market opportunity and to train our people so we can take advantage of that marketing opportunity. So the marketing plan will be about attracting top talent or attracting potential investors that want to participate in this business, because that is such a good opportunity. Or you have a threat, so then you say, you know, our marketing plan will be about how to save the brand, how to get to a different vehicle and use this brand as the baseline. Cool. Okay. So let's not forget about that. Strengths and weaknesses are always internal, and you can manage them. Threats and opportunities are always external, and you cannot manage them. All right, they apply to you and they apply to your competitors as well. All right, specific objectives. Of course, as we described before, they could be the result of a good SWOT analysis. All specific objectives, they have to follow the SMART approach. S for specific, M for measurable, A for obtainable, attainable, A for realistic, and T for time framed. Okay, so all specific objectives need to follow this structure, the SMART structure: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time frame. All right, here we're talking again about how important is the SWOT analysis for us to define the specific objectives. All right, and now we go to segmentation, target market, and positioning. So before we move to segmentation, let's just make sure that the specific objectives is something that you are clear about, that you understand. So please, guys, how many specific objectives should a marketing plan have? How many? What is a good number? Please tell me.
4.
4. All right, let's play with it. Yeah, why 4? Because we can associate objectives to what?
One objective to the weakness, one objective to the strengths, one objective to the opportunities, and one objective to the threats.
That is fantastic. That is harmonious, and that is how we do the marketing plan. All right, that's why the specific objectives are called specific, because one is specifically going after minimizing, reducing, or eliminating the weakness. The other one is exclusively working on expanding, potentializing, capitalizing on the strength. All right. The other one is about, all right, taking advantage of that new opportunity, whatever it is, new legislation, a competitor leaving the country because of a new legislation, a government grant that is being offered to that people that is working on that industry. There is always opportunities, especially in Australia. There is always opportunities for business owners. It's crazy. The amount of government grants in Australia is something outstanding, believe me. If there is a country that supports entrepreneurs, that is Australia. Because the grants that are offered are really meaningful. Those grants, they apply to you and to everyone in the industry. That is why they are called opportunities. So one objective could be, all right, let's apply for minimum. All right, let's say, guys, you are working for this business that is taking advantage of government grants for that particular industry. Please, everyone, write a specific objective in the chat for that particular scenario. All right? I will be using that to mark the attendance, please. I will be using that to mark the attendance. So in the chat, please give me an objective for a business that is taking advantage of that situation in the market. Which is, there is a government that is offering a lot government grants for businesses in your industry. Write an objective that is pointing directly to that situation. All right, I will be using that as your attendance, please. So please use the chat. And remember, for you to write the specific objectives, they have to be specific. They have to be measurable. They have to be attainable, realistic, time-framed.
I didn't get exactly what you want us to write down, sorry.
That's all right, that's all right. I want you guys to write a specific objective for a business that has the situation of open access to government grants. Guys, are you aware what is a government grant?
Like
Or no?
support from the government to support the a business, that would be?
Yeah, it's a financial package. So the government will give you $20,000 if you develop a project that will be supporting something in the community.
Okay.
A festival or a school. All schools, they receive, even private schools, they receive government grants, so they continue operating. In Australia, it's very common practice that businesses apply to government grants to access financial packages, to access help. So if that is important to your business, write a specific objective that is taking advantage of it. But write it in the chat, please. It's just for me to see if you are understanding this or not. Please do that. Okay, guys, and no one knows? Come on, guys, one specific objective, please, one. Work together, guys, if you want, with your classmates. Please, give me one specific objective. Guys, are you listening to me? Just let me know, please. Okay, good.
I don't know if that will do. I just, that's why government usually do, like support the educational center with giving them like not only money but resources to achieve their goals. I don't know if that will do.
Okay, so what is the company all about?
Like a education company, like let's say
Okay. Got
I don't
it.
know, like a franchise of schools in the country. So in
Good.
this
Yeah.
case, yeah,
Yeah. And the company wants to access that grant, which
yeah,
is 10,000 laptops to support the learning of English as a second language.
yeah. I mean, not maybe not here, but in a country that English is not the mother language.
Okay, well done. So let's do the exercise. Let's start with the S. What S stands for, Juan Manuel?
I would say like the learning of this language.
Yeah, but what S stands for?
Specific.
Or specific? Is that objective specific? If yes, where it says, or how you prove that it's specific? What is specifically this objective asking for? What specifically this objective is asking for? Is asking for food?
For 10,000 laptops.
Is asking for 10,000 laptops, all right? What specifically this objective is asking for? Laptops. ¿Cierto?
Yeah.
So far, good. So far, good. So is it specific? Yes. Laptops. Good. So what is the next one? Is measurable. Is this objectives is this objective giving us a measurement to define what is success? Guys, is this objective giving us, offering us a measure for us to define if the specific objective is successful or not?
The learning of English, that will be the...
No.
No.
What is the unit? What is the metric?
If we get the laptops.
How many of them?
10,000.
Beautiful. So it is measurable, the objective. So specific is measurable. All right. Now, it is attainable. It depends. 10,000 could be just a few of computers for a large, medium-sized school, or it could be a huge capital earning if we're talking about a very small school in a remote community. But what we can say with certainty is that it's very, very likely that a government could, given the circumstances, offer 10,000 laptops. All right. Now, this is one of the weakest points of this specific exercise. We don't know deeply what is the business all about, but let's say that we have what we needed for the exercise. All right, is attainable. So yes, it is attainable because we are asking about 10K, not 10 billion. All right. So yes, it is attainable. But sometimes you see objectives that is telling you straight away, look, that is just ridiculous. Like we want to sell 40% more compared to last year. That is ridiculous. So that is not attainable. But if you say we want to sell 2 points above the GDP All right, the GDP is 3 points. I want to sell 2 more points. I want to grow by 5%. All right, that is a tight number. All right. So is it realistic? Is the objective realistic? Yes, it is. Why is realistic? Because it's asking about laptops, and they do exist. But if the objective is asking about something that we don't have the technology yet to use it, that is not realistic. Or the market is not ready to use it, that is not realistic. There are many products in the market, and they just don't launch it. They don't launch them because they are not realistic enough yet for the people to use. Now, Juan Manuel, who wrote this exercise? Sorry, Juan Manuel, yeah?
Yeah, I just realized I forgot the last one, the T.
Of course.
I didn't put the when it's gonna be, but yeah, let's say I can add it now.
Please do and resend it. Please do and resend it.
Okay. I'm not sure if I should say like that the laptops are need to be delivered before June, or I could also say like to be used for the next 3 years or something like that. Why
It
would be
cannot be
better?
like that. It cannot be. We always need to describe the date with year and month minimum.
Okay.
Because if you say in 3 months, those 3 months starting today or starting tomorrow, those 3 months starting in March, or you know what I mean? So we need to minimize the opportunity of being subjective. We cannot be subjective. What is 3 months? That depends on the subject. When that person is reading, that objective will dictate what is the duration of it. So to avoid subjectivity, we need to use objectivity, and there is nothing more object than a date with month and year. So if you say before the 30th of April 2023, we are going to secure the government grant of 10,000 laptops for this agency, so students can learn English as a second language. That is a perfect specific objective. Because that objective is explicitly telling us what are we going to achieve, how are we going to achieve that, when. So the activities will be sucking information from that objective. Don't forget about what I'm telling you now. The objectives are giving us the basis of how our activities will be. They are interrelated. But you know, well done. I think you have got it. All right, cool. I hope that you don't forget these guys, like the amount of people that don't have idea how to write objectives, man. I am telling you, like 90% of people don't know how to write objectives. And that is sad, like, because the objective will dictate the activities. If you don't have the right objective, your activities will not be the right activities. But writing objectives is very simple if you follow the SMART approach. That's why, guys, there is a lot of crap in business and marketing classes, and I tell you, I expose the crap. But this SMART approach, this SMART technique, I'm telling you, is a pretty good technique. It works. Like if you follow the SMART approach, your objectives will be spot on, will be well formulated. Don't forget about it. They will be well formulated. Good. Well, let's continue with the PowerPoints. All right, marketing activities are targeted to customers. Yes, of course, they are targeted to customers, which make it important for you to comply with a large number of legislation and regulation while writing your marketing plan. This includes making sure that you follow industrial codes of ethics and practice, of course, as well as those applicable to your specific industry. All right. What is the message? Always pay attention to legislation protecting your customers. That is the message. Always pay attention to legislation protecting your customers. You need to know that legislation, all right? It depends on your industry, but you need to be aware of it. Now, marketing activities involve the use of promotional techniques to achieve sales and profit. What is the goal? The goal is to make people aware and interested in what we are selling, so they make a purchase decision. All right. Now we can go to marketing activities. Marketing activities are tactics as the result of your objectives. The objectives is the result of your business strategy. Your business strategy is the result of your vision. All right. So now you need to go to the minimum expression of work. I'm going to repeat it. Minimum expression of work. That is the marketing activity. You need to associate that marketing activity to someone working in the team. Here we have some marketing activities, some examples. Content marketing, digital advertising marketing, market research, search engine optimization. So let's talk a little bit about these activities before we go to the break. All right, we're about to go to the second break. Content marketing. Content marketing is extremely important for marketers today, because if you don't create content, your customers will not understand why you don't talk to them. I'm going to repeat this. Companies talk to customers using content. I'm going to repeat it so you don't forget it. Companies talk to customers using content. You got it? They don't use words like you and me. Companies use content. Content that is interesting to your audience. Content that is relevant to your audience. Content that is opportune to your audience. So when you create content, guys, it has to be opportune to your audience. Opportune in the right moment. You know, like posting something about you selling lunch today and it's 6 p.m., that is not an opportune content. All right? You telling people what you will be selling for lunch tomorrow, now that's all right. But right now it's too late. All right? So we have to be opportune about content. We need to develop content that is relevant. If people have subscribed to my channel, to my website, because I sell Indian food, all right, and my posts are about Indian cars or Indian gods, the content is not relevant to my audience. So let's just pay attention to this. We need to be good at creating content. And if you are not good at creating content, marketing is not the profession for you. All right? Just for you to get this straight. If you don't feel comfortable creating videos, marketing is not for you. If you don't feel comfortable about creating audios, marketing is not for you. if you don't feel comfortable about creating graphics, infographics, flow charts, process mappings, marketing is not for you. You need to create content like that. If you don't feel content, if you don't feel happy developing content by using words, by writing articles, by writing copy, then marketing is not for you. Why not? Again, because if you don't talk to your customers will go towards a company that talks to them, and you don't talk to them. How we companies talk to customers? Through content. If someone tells you telephone numbers, that person is lying to you. Or if someone says, oh, companies have access to customers when the customer is in the shopping center, that person is lying to you. The only way for us to have a constant interaction with our customers is through the creation of content that is relevant, that is opportune, that is interesting to my audience. That is what it is. Everything else is secondary. So start developing content. Take your phone and use it. All right? Please do that. Use your social media channels to create articles that show your expertise, your passion. If you don't do this, nobody else will do it for you, believe me. All right, another type of content, digital marketing, digital advertising marketing. Yes, we need to create ads, okay, but not always, but we know how to create ads. We know that when we want to create ads, we need to have a budget. We need to have money to expend. We need to pay someone else to publish the ads for us. And that someone else will be Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube. Or are we talking about radio ads? No, we're not talking about radio ads. Are we talking about television ads? No, man. Are we talking about newspaper ads? No, we're talking about Google ads, YouTube ads, Facebook ads, promoted, endorsed content. So let's use it when we need it. When we need to use ads, when we need to sell our products urgently, when we need to sell our products urgently, then we need to use ads. If you're selling chocolates, especially if you are selling chocolate eggs, this is the time for you to pay for ads. Are you getting this? So we need to manage that knowledge. Another important thing is market research, but not crazy market research. Fast market research. You need to know your customers, but yes, but you need to know your customers fast enough. Why? Because they will change as well. Just like you, they will change. Market research could be exploratory or could be conclusive. Market research could be quantitative market research if you are using numbers, or could be qualitative market research if you are using adjectives that are related to your audiences. All right. Another important activity is search engine optimization, which is the proper use of social media. We need to use social media in a way that it will drive traffic to our websites, because that is where we sell. That is where we sell. We sell in our websites. All right. Cool. So important points. And with this, we finish and we go for a break. Yes, you as a marketing professional, you always need to review the marketing activities to ensure that they match the vision of your business plan. You always need to see that relationship between your marketing plans and the business plans. If they are not pointing the same north, likely the marketing plan is not properly formulated. Also, when you do marketing activities, have a look at them and see if they align to your vision, to your mission, to the values of your business. Because if they don't align with the values, those activities will affect negatively your brand. So this point number 2 is extremely important, guys. Point number 3, always update your marketing plan. So the budgets are reflected, how they change, how they evolve. Point number 4, please establish guidelines for people using that budget. Marketing activities, they mean money being used. Guys, please pay attention. Marketing activities means money being used for business purposes. So your marketing manager will have a look at that budget. And if the marketing manager don't see a change in your budget, it's because you are not doing the marketing. That's why this is extremely important, because you have a budget to use. Marketing goes with money. You cannot allow anyone to tell you marketing is free. You don't need to pay for it. It's very cost efficient, okay? Very cost efficient, not free. So you need to have access to a marketing budget before you define the marketing activities. All right, guys, so let's go for our second and last break. Enjoy it. I will see you in 10 minutes. All right, so what is the takeaway of the lesson? Marketing activities are a system of actions aimed at creating an image in the minds of the market about our business entity and its products and services. This process involves creating and promoting different messages about the benefits of our products and how they will help our consumers to choose them over similar products. So what is that we need? We need to sell more of what we produce. How we do it? By promoting the benefits of our products, the benefits, not the attributes, which is a big mistake. A lot of people promote the attributes of the product. Oh, my product will last 2 days more. No, my product will benefit my consumer because they don't need to pay for something like this product as often as they would need if they use a different brand. You see, so it's all about the benefits to the consumer, not the attributes of your product. I hope that is clear. You cannot promote using the attributes. You need to promote using the benefits of your product to your consumer. All right. And then we complete the lesson. So I want you guys to complete that lesson, please. Let's complete that lesson. Let's submit it. All right, cool. Now, for the assessments, let's have a look at the assessments, please. For the assessments, all right, so we have an online quiz. And for the online quiz, I need you guys to define what is your business mission, all right? So I need to think about a business mission. Now, if you don't have a business, then just pretend you have one. But you need to write down a business mission with M, all right? So please write a business mission. All right. So I'm going to give you an example of a mission statement and a little bit of an explanation of what you need to do. Have a look at the chat. The explanation is there. So everyone, please choose a business and give me what is the mission of that business. You may find a business in the internet, but if you want to give me the mission statement, make sure that is correct. And if they don't have it, you can make it up. But I need you guys to give me a mission, all right? So once you're ready, let me know. Anyone, please?
Do you want us to share it here in the chat as well?
Yes, please.
Okay, I created it's not my business, but I call it Fantastic Seeds. Let's say it's a food company, and it says its mission is to bring healthy and sustainable options of nutrients to people all around the world.
All right, can you please write it down and paste it in the chat so we analyze it properly? Juancho, please write the vision.
Yeah, sorry, it's because
Sorry, the
I'm
mission.
in I'm writing because I have the Zoom in my phone, but I'm doing the exercise in the laptop, so I'm just writing.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, Santi, are we doing the online quiz?
Correct. So what do you think about that mission, Mauricio? Give me your opinion.
About the one that Juan Manuel did?
Yes, please.
Gave?
Yep.
Fantastic Seeds. Well, the mission would be to take a product and take it and make it global. That's what I would understand as a mission for this
All right.
case.
Guys, the mission has to be written in present tense. Has to be.
So it will be like it's bringing healthy and sustainable. Okay, my bad. Thank you for correct.
And that changes the entire dynamic. Fantastic Seed is bringing healthy and sustainable options to people in the world. That's what you do now. You do it with different products, but that's what you do. You are bringing people sustainable and healthy options. So Fantastic Seeds brings, or is bringing. That is huge. That difference is huge because the mission is happening as we talk. If the mission is not happening, you don't have a business. You know what I mean, guys? You understand that? If the mission is not happening, you don't have a business. Now, remember, the mission does not change. The mission remains, whereas the vision with V evolves. The mission remains. So if one day Juan Manuel is not selling seeds, is selling prepared foods, it's a different business then. But as far as he keeps selling seeds, that mission will remain. All right, good one. Can you please? Well, I'm going to change it because you are using your phone, Juan Manuel, isn't it? I will change it. All right. Thank you. Okay. I got it wrong because of us. Once again. So fantastic. I forgot the word seeds. Almost there. Okay, so Fantastic Seeds exists to bring healthy and sustainable options of nutrients to people in the world. That is the reason of that company. That is the why. All right, cool. Anyone else, please? This is a good example, but I need someone else, please.
I have mine.
All right, can you write it down, please?
Yeah.
Ariana, well done. But the mission is short. Is something that is telling why you exist. That's it. How you execute it is different. It was a really good try, but it has to be short. Rugby around the world has the mission of spreading women's rugby in the world. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Well done. Anybody else, please? One more. Come on, guys. One more. One more mission. One more. So A24 exists to shake up the production industry and create films and TV shows from a different type of view. Fantastic. What we need A24 to keep shaking the production industry. Which needs to be shaken now and then. So good one. I think you got it. Present tense, that's what really matters. Present tense, well done. All right, question 2. Question 2. The vision statement describes what the company wants to become. All right, medium, long term, as a result of current disruptions and market shifting. I already explained this to you. I told you, everything is changing so fast. So try to write a business vision. All right?
From the same business, right?
For the same business, please, yes. Okay, guys, please, everyone working on the vision. Once you have the answer, please paste it. 5 minutes. We need 2 visions, at least 2 visions. So please collaborate with this.
I just have a question. Do we need to like invent a company for this activity, for this quiz?
Yes, or you can take a company from the internet, or if you already have a company. But yes, it's more an intellectual exercise, all right? If I have a company and my company is selling flowers, and we are selling flowers that are red, we are selling roses, and we are selling roses in London, all right? So what could be the vision of a business that is selling red roses in London? That's it. That's it. So it's doing that kind of exercise. Now, if it's not the guy selling roses in London, you may say, all right, I have a business and my business is about producing and selling leadership short courses. And I sell leadership short courses online to people that speak Chinese. To people that speak Chinese. Okay, cool. What could be a vision for that business that sells leadership courses to Chinese speaking people? But we need to be creative to develop both the business if we don't have it, but it's just an idea, whatever comes to your mind. Anything that you can sell, you have a business. So easy. The difficult part of the exercise is, all right, that's your business. What could be a vision of that business? How can you project? How can you do a journey? And you do a journey of 6 months, all right? And if you open your eyes and if you like what you see, and you say, you know what, I like this. Can I make it a reality? Okay, cool. If I can make it a reality, that will be my vision. But super important for the vision statement, super important to write the date. Super important. Just like when we talk about the objectives, the SMART approach, the vision statement has to be specific in terms of when you will be achieving that business vision. So you need to say something like by July 2024. All right. I will be opening 2 new markets for my education company. I am in Australia. I will be opening New Zealand and PNG. And I will have these markets open by April 2024. Or you may want to say, by 2024 April, I will have 2 new products that will be offered to my public, to my audiences. All right, cool. At least now you know that you will have 2 new products that will be launched in the market by April 2024. All right, guys, I need 2 examples of business visions, please, before we move to the next point. Okay, guys, please, the vision. Vision, all right, Mauricio, let me check. So mission, every talk exists to spread knowledge from professionals to the people of the world. That's good. Now the vision, to reach every country by the end of 2025. All right, Mauricio, what is the problem? What is the problem with that vision? We have 2 problems with that vision. The first one, what is the first problem, guys, with that vision?
Well, now that I think of it, goal is too far away.
Too far away. That is but great. At least now you have that. We cannot, after COVID, after the pandemic, we cannot write vision statements that span for periods above 2 years. Not even, look, to be honest, not even 1 year. Like the world, we don't know how the world will be like in 2024. We don't know. We're lucky if we can project what the world will be in 3 months. We're lucky. So 2025, too far, correct? Too far. End of 2025 is not ideal, but we know that the end is December, November, right? So that's not a big problem. But 2025 is just too far. And also the second issue is that it's not really realistic, since to reach every country in the world is such a big goal. Every country in the world is such a big goal. But if you say to me, all right, we are going to reach New Zealand by December 2025, all right, cool. Or you say to me, I will be expanding operations in Asia Pacific by December 2025. Asia Pacific, okay, that's more manageable. But the entire world is just not what we're looking for. All right? Because that is just too much, it will not happen. All right, cool. That is a good example, but we need to just fix it according to what I told you. Another example, please. Second opinion. One more. We need 2 examples.
Sorry, Santi. If I say that the vision is to reach operations in Europe, to start operations in Europe by the end of 2023.
Still, it's okay. I still believe that Europe as a concept is quite wide, but that's good. As far as you are opening Europe before December 2023, it means that you have achieved your vision. You know, if you came back to me and you say, Santi, it's January 2024. Remember when we talked and I was like, yeah. All right, now I have my business operating. Now December 2024, I have started operations in, I don't know, in Greece. All right, cool. Does it make any difference? Because it's not Germany? No, because Greece is still Europe. So good. That means that at that moment on, from that point on, now you need to develop a new marketing plan. I want you guys to remember this. When we achieve the vision statement, is when we need to start a new marketing plan that will have a new vision. That is the end of it. And that's why the vision statement has to be properly written, because that is the maximum measurement of success in marketing when you achieve it. Good. You know, like seriously, like Mauricio's plan was to open Europe before December 2023, and it's December 2000, and it's January 2024. He did a great job. His marketing plan worked. All right, excellent. I reckon you are getting very close to the level that I want. At least those of you who have participated, so appreciated. All right, now the point number 3. Please go to the point number 3 and accelerate, and try to match the term with the definitions in that exercise. You need to go to accelerate, and you need to do the exercise number 3, please. All right, let's have a look at Ariana's vision. Have a platform that can enable you to find out where in the world you can play with a person that can advise you. A trained group of 3 coaches who can travel to agreed countries to develop rugby. Nice. Nice. Okay, Ariana. In that vision, you have 2 elements. One is the platform, and the other one is to have 3 coaches. Which one of these 2 are more important to you?
Have the platform.
The platform?
Yeah.
All right. So the platform is basically the product, isn't it? It's how people will be finding others to play with, or how people can find events and so on. Is not that true?
Yeah.
So the platform is the product. Now the vision is talking about the business, not the product. So the second part of your vision sounds pretty good to me, because that is the visualization I'm talking about. You are visualizing that you will have 3 coaches traveling to agreed countries to develop rugby. You understand?
Yeah.
That is the vision. That the word vision is exactly that. It's a visualization. So you are looking at these 3 rugby coaches. You are picturing them. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
So that's why we need to add a date to it. And you need to say, all right, by December 2024, my business will have 3 coaches traveling to agreed countries to develop rugby.
Okay.
So what happens is the following. Before December 2024, whatever it takes, you need to have 3 coaches traveling around the world. And if that happens, it's because you have achieved your vision, which means that you need to develop a new vision to achieve.
Okay. Yeah.
See, the first part is the mission. So we exist to maintain a platform for people to find out where in the world they can play. That is the mission.
Yeah. Okay.
Understand? The
Yeah.
mission
I
is
understand.
to have, to develop, to maintain, to protect, to promote a platform for people that like rugby to find where they can play, and people that can advise them on how to play. That is the reason you exist. What is the vision with V? All right, I want my mission, my business to have, by the end of 2024, 3 coaches traveling all around the world developing rugby.
Okay. Yeah, and I understand. I know, like, I know now the difference between.
Awesome. And that is the output of this class. The output of this class is that you understand the basics of business planning. It's not that you understand marketing planning, guys. I need to be very clear about it. We don't have enough time. But at least now you know how to start with. And now you know that you have to start with a mission, with M of your business, then the vision, and then what is the business strategy, market development, product development, diversification, market penetration, and then, and only then, you can do the marketing plan. So that's why this class, I started with the assessments, because next class we need to complete this. So, well done, good understanding. All right, guys, thank you for coming. I will just call the attendance. If you can just write your name on the chat. For those of you who are present to this moment, I will be taking the attendance. Thank you.
Santi,
Ariana,
I have a question. Because I will start the diploma, so I don't know when this ends. Like, do you know?
I will check right now for you.
Okay.